Hello, what is up everybody? Randy here, Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. This is set number 5 here for the Blue Division to start things off this week. Dreamland here in Season 1 for our spring seasons, spring themed at least. After 4 sets, we've got Cloud and Banjo-Kazooie at 4-0, Ganondorf at 3-0. At 3-1, we've got Snake, Sora, Pacman, and Captain Falcon. Snake, very surprising there, coming from the Green Division at the very bottom of the entire league last season. 2-1 Wario behind them, and then we've got 2-2 Ness, Meta Knight, Roy, Lucas, Pichu. The 1-2 Rob and Steve round out that middle part. And then we have got Palutena, Inkling, and Fox at 1-3. And at 0-4, we've got Falco, Ken, and Rosalina and Luma. Very bottom. Today, 10 matches as always. Lucas versus Inkling to start us off. Pacman's taking on Palutena. Ken is up against Snake. Could be good. Falco versus Wario. Fox is up against Roy. Pichu is taking on Rosalina. Meta Knight is up against Steve. Minecraft Steve. Captain Falcon versus Rob. Cloud versus Ness. And finally, Banjo and Kazooie versus Ganondorf. 2 undefeateds taking each other on at the end. And Sora, 3-1, is on a bye. Let's get into this. Lucas. Up first against Inkling. Regular skins this time around, probably next set as well. Again, Lucas, 2-2. Inkling is 1-3. Inkling started off strong against Falco, defeating Falco. Since then, though, losing to Meta Knight, Banjo, and Kazooie. And finally, Captain Falcon. So, I don't know, some tough ones. Meta Knight, again, super surprising up there with... he's 2-2 now, but he was 2-1. Surprising there with Snake, who's now 3-1. Talk about him later, but he was 2-18 last season. Snake. Meta Knight was 3-17. Inkling having a little trouble here in the beginning. Lucas is now a little, actually. Again, super mushrooms, poison mushrooms, bunny hoods. High frequency. That's what we got here in our spring theme season. All season long. Every season it's going to change, but the entire season will remain the same. Last season for our promo, Season 0, we had Pokeballs. This was going to be Season 1 streamed, but I think we're just going to stick to videos. Maybe during the off-season we may do a SSBU AI League challenge, which may be set up completely differently than how we do this and the Shorts Leagues. Matchup-wise, giving us, opening it up to much different possibilities, but yeah, so we might see some different things then. Yeah, and of course next season we'll have something different for our later. The off season will be through the summer, and then we'll have a late fall into early December, and then late December, early winter, and then late winter into spring. 2 seasons kind of in a row every year. If we continue to do it, we'll see. We'll see what you guys think. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Definitely comment and let me know. So Inkling did get the first knockout. Lucas came back strong. Somehow Inkling, yeah, hung in there long enough. It is back to even. Inkling, though, 40% now on Lucas all of a sudden. Another poison mushroom for Lucas. Still 2 stock each. Kind of a slower one here, longer match to start us off, probably. It can tend to happen with Ness and Lucas. It can be a little elusive. Inkling's kind of seems elusive as well. That can make for a little bit of a longer match if it's hard to hit the other opponent. Lucas back to normal size there. With that mushroom. Still again now the percent deficit for Lucas. And another poison mushroom for him. He's got to stop grabbing those. Definitely not going to help. 90% on him. Could be knocked right here. Not quite. Very close. Normal size again. Poison mushroom again for Lucas because he's going to track it down. Man. Not good. Not good. 108 on him. 49 only on second stock of Inkling. He's big now, though. Finally gets a good mushroom for himself. He kind of misses Inkling with the PK Thunder and hits himself with it. Ooh, wow, that PK Fire almost launched Inkling off the map. That was crazy. PK Thunder Rocket just missing as Inkling snags the ledge at the same moment. Tune in tomorrow, Tuesday morning, for our Pokemon TCG collection stream if you're into that kind of thing. Opening up some trading cards, Pokemon trading cards. Lucas finally losing that second stock. Inkling even turned small afterward to give him a little bit of a chance here to bring it back. No, not quite. 104 on the Inkling, though, on that second stock. Lucas not quite able to get it. This is interesting. Take them both to 2 and 3 if Inkling wins this. Not great for Lucas if that is the case. It is going to be the case. As he cannot make it back to the map. Was there a poison mushroom down there that he snagged by accident? Too bad. Inkling moves up to 2 and 3. Lucas moves down to 2 and 3 in a 443 matchup. Oof. We've seen Lucas in the bottom below 500 in the past, though, and saw him climb back last season. So, we, of course, won't count him out just yet. 13 and 7 last season. He still has a chance. Pacman is up next here. Pacman is taking on Inkling's over here. Pacman is taking on Palutena. Nope, she's way over here by Pacman. All right. Let's do it. So we got Pacman is 3 and 1. Palutena is 1 and 3. Palutena had some decent matches. She was looking okay in some of them. She beat Meta Knight to begin things. And then lost to Banjo and Kazooie, tough one. Lost to Captain Falcon, another tough one. And then lost to Lucas, another tough one. Playing 2 of the top 3 in the division last season, and then one of the and then the one of the undefeated currently right now at 4-0. So she had 3 tough opponents, and then the one, even Meta Knight's 2 and 2, the one that she beat. So she has a shot here. Pacman to 3 and 1. Defeated Pichu to begin things. Oh, I don't know if he's getting back to the map there. Oh, a little bouncy. What was that? Kind of blanket, so like a sheet. Put a sheet out and trampoline off of it. Yeah, he beat Pichu, and then he lost to Cloud again. Understandable loss there. So that's his only loss. The other undefeated 4-0 currently, Palutena, knocked out, thrown off the map by Pacman. 81 now 85% on his first stock. Let's see if Palutena can bring it back to about even. She's already taken some damage. After that loss of Pacman, so had him at 1 and 1. He came back strong against both Rosalina and Luma, and then Ness. That was a big one. Last set. Last match actually. Last set for them. So maybe proving his worth there. Oh man, Palutena. Nice knock down for the knockout. But can she bring back the percent deficit she's found herself in? Now 60% for her. 8-19 on Pacman. Getting more damage in there. Palutena. Pacman is supersized though. Palutena though, the one getting most of the damage done. 55 to 70. She's right back in this thing. Supersized for her now, and catches Pacman above her twice. She's back to normal now. She's got the percent lead, however. And this is very interesting. May just prove that Palutena is perhaps much better than her, or at least a little better than her 1-3 record may indicate. And she does get that second stock knockout before Pacman does on her. He's at 103. The cherries on top don't get her. 108. Pacman was big. Now he's regular size from that poison mushroom. 126 on Palutena. Pacman keep his percent relatively low here. He wants a shot. He's even with that super mushroom cannot knock Palutena off. That's no good. He's taking even more damage. Palutena is taking a pretty commanding lead here. 79% on Pacman's last stock. She's 150 with a stock left though. 80 on Pacman. Never mind really what she's at this point. She's got a ton of damage, but she's got the extra stock. Pacman's at 80 on his last. Grabs her, able to fight. No, still at 191, cannot knock her out. She's supersized now. That's going to give her an even better shot at not falling off, and it does there. 207 blocks that hit from Pacman. I don't think he has a shot at all anymore. He's out of here. Later, Pacman, Palutena, the 1-3, just defeated the 3-1 Pacman. Incredible. What does that mean for both of these fighters? Who knows? Who knows? 3:49 match time. It's a pretty intense one there. For a while, at least, anyone's game. Very good. Ken is in our third match. And I'm not exactly sure why this is third. This is actually not a bad match at all here. Ken is taking on Snake. And they are 2-2 for Ken right now. I don't know why I keep thinking Ken. I keep thinking of someone from another division, apparently. I keep thinking of Terry. That's what it is, I guess. This is why it's the third match, because Ken is 0-4. Snake, however, is 3-1. Even though he only won 2 matches the entire season last season. He's already doing better, for sure, than last season right now. I think he started with a loss to Ganondorf, and that was a matchup from the last season in the green division. Ganon now 3-0 though. Probably loving his new home. Just like Wario, although he just lost last 2 sets ago. He had a bye last set. It was 2 sets ago. Yeah, 2 Snake actually. And so after Snake lost to Ganondorf, he beat Steve. So that, we didn't know a whole lot after just beating Minecraft Steve. That didn't tell us much. But then when he came back and beat Wario, that was huge. And after that, we saw him again against Sora. And that was maybe huger. Knocking Sora also out of the undefeated, because I guess Wario at that point, when they fought, was 2-0. He knocked Wario 2-1, knocked Sora from 3-0 to 3-1 after that. Knocking Ken out first here. Should be an easier match for him, but maybe this is the kind of match Ken needs. Take on the guy who was, for whatever reason, not good in the green division. Maybe it was just because of DDD and Bowser, and Ken gets a knockout there with a big supersized uppercut. Snake standing above him. Those ledges, man. Next season, we're going to do something crazy like last season, but I think we're going to actually go deeper with some kind of cool map instead of... We did Battlefield last time, but it had just Pokeballs. That's what made last season so crazy and awesome. This season is obviously much more straightforward, even though there's still a little bit... And, oh man, Snake coming back. It's not going to help him, though. Wow, Ken, now because of that edge play there, very edgy, getting the second stock off of Snake and taking the lead for... Oh, yeah, no. Snake still didn't knock him. He's at 145 on that second stock. Snake is big. Oh, he's normal. He did not get the knockout. The grenade, though, doesn't. 155 on Ken. Snake needs to bring it back soon here if he wants to have a chance. This is just like we just saw with Pacman. Ken is racking up that damage on his last stock. 65%, now 67. He's got Ken by the collar. Still can't whip him off the map though. 182. Ken with an extra stock. 93 on Snake, and it looks again like we've got another upset. Just as big, maybe huger. Oh, whoa. But the combo there from Snake helps him a little bit, but he's got a lot of work to do at 104%. He just took an extra percent damage jumping off the map with the supersized bunny hood. 32 on Ken, that is not nearly close enough. 43, wait a second, 52. If Ken isn't careful here, he's at 62. And if there's a super mushroom there, no one gets it. Snake in a super mushroom would be scary right now. It would be enough. In fact, just one good detonation here might do it. Wait, there's the super mushroom. Ken falls into, Ken dodges the super mushroom. Snake's got it. Blocks Ken's like only projectile, and Snake supersized dropkick defeats Ken. What a comeback. And we are not going to see an upset. We are not going to see Ken win his first match finally. He's going to remain 0 wins. Now 5 losses. Oof, that's not good. But so close to defeating the now 4-1 Snake. What is happening? That's twice as many matches as he won last season. Crazy. He's also apparently enjoying his new division here in the blue. Speaking of new divisions, we've got one from here before, Falco from the blue, taking on from the green, also Wario, who's coming off his bye after coming off his loss to Snake. He's 2-1. Not great. Before that, though, he beat Fox, which was another of these blue division contenders from last season, along with his buddy here, Falco. And he also defeated Roy, which might have been a decent one. Roy's 2-2 at the moment. See him actually after this match, he'll be up against Fox. Motorcycle into the face of Falco. Falco, who's struggling mightily this season. Last season he did pretty well, 12-8, making the playoffs, looking good, but 0-4 this season. Not exactly sure what his problem is. Maybe just all the new opponents can't handle it, and all the bad ones have left the division, and now it makes him perhaps one of the worst all of a sudden. I guess that's just how it may happen here because of the shifting of divisions. But now, instead of the bottom of divisions leaving, it will be the middle, because everyone's in here in the league in Season 1 now. Season 0 did not have everyone. We had everyone up to and including Brawl. Some of the Echoes weren't in. But now, yeah, we have everybody in, so, yep. Falco does get this first knockout here. Something at least. 98 on him. Wario, big enough hits that he can get you with that amount. Falco's got the big mushroom and a bunny hood. Bunny hood hops him right back up onto the stage, no problem. That is the one, and the super mushroom helped there too. But there's one nice thing about the bunny hood: it will help you if you fall off the side of the map a little too far. It will give you a little extra boost, and that is a big ol' headbutt from Wario's big ol' head, taking Falco out, and Wario was just around that 50% mark, I believe, whenever that happened. And he's not making it back to the map, though. Falco, some nice skill, technical play on the side of the map there. And now he's small, and Wario almost able to take advantage of that. Not quite, though. Falco blocks that next shot coming in there. And Falco, let's see what he's been up to. He lost to the Inkling. That's bad. He lost to Rob. That is kind of understandable. That's another blue and blue matchup from last season. And then after that, his third matchup, he lost to Ganondorf, also understandable, coming from the green, one of the best right now. And then last matchup, he lost to Steve. That was not good either, giving him his first win. Steve and whatever the other Minecraft guy's name is. Right now, it's not looking great, though. Wario actually knocked off again. Yeah, we saw that. The play on the edge from the last time Falco did it. This time not gonna get him. But not a bad idea though from Falco. He is up a stock. He was at 95% and might as well attempt, because that headbutt, one-shot headbutt coming in at that point from Wario does knock him out. Brings it right almost back to even. It is back to even after that flurry of blows from Wario. His motorcycle getting blown around. He grabs it as he grabs the super mushroom. Also made the motorcycle big. And back to normal. 51-39, Wario with the lead now. But Falco coming back strong here. It is neck and neck at the end, this one. Can Falco pick up his first win finally, or will Wario right the ship, right his own ship here? He's 2-1 again, 2 wins, a loss, and a bye for him so far. So can he pick up another win finally? Yes, he can. The poison mushroom on Falco helps him do it. And Wario now 3-1. Looking kind of okay. Kind of okay. Again, he lost to Snake, so we'll have to see about that one. I don't know. He gets that. He gets that one. 0-5 Falco. Now we got the other Star Fox guy, Fox himself. And he is taking on Roy. Just talked about him as well. Both of these guys had played, who was it? Wario, yeah. Lost to Wario.
3, 2, 1, go!
So we got the 1 and 3. No, Fox. Where are you? Yeah, 1 and 3 Fox. 2 and 2 Roy. Roy's had some tough ones. He beat Steve. And he lost to somebody. He lost to Wario. Yeah, that's right. And then he lost to Sora. Yes, that was the other tough one there. But then his last match, he beat Ken. Again, Ken, no wins yet, even after today. So that's Roy. Fox only has 1 win for himself. Losing to Wario to begin things. Losing to Sora. Again, both of these guys then losing to Sora. Understandably. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Who knows? With those being 2 of Sora's 3 wins. Who knows? Now very even. Ooh, Roy gets the hit needed for the first knockout there. Poison Mushroom on him. Immediately Fox answers. And it's 2-2. No damage to begin things, at least. Fox off to a lead here to start their 2-stock bout. Yeah, no, of course, Fox then his last 2 matches, he also beat Ken and then lost to Pichu last set. So hard to say for him. Again, just like Falco, he's actually, Fox is the last one that stayed in the division last season. So, and he was 10-10. He almost missed it if Ice Climbers would have defeated Falco in their last match of the regular season. Fox would have been below Ice Climbers in the ranks, and he would have moved to the yellow instead of Ice Climbers, who are really enjoying their new division. Fox, however, then because of that, and because of the way we rolled, whoever rolled into the blue division from the new characters, plus the ones that entered from the green division, who seem all stronger than some of these blue characters at the bottom. Yeah, that puts Fox perhaps at the very bottom of things, and Falco, which is what we see. Other than Ken and Rosalina, 2 new ones, Fox and Falco are the bottom. And that is, in fact, they were in fact the 2 bottom from the blue that remained. Other than those 2, is Fox at 10-10. It was Falco at 12-8 and Rob at 12-8, who's also now Rob 1-2 at the moment, struggling. But he also struggled, I think, to begin last season. Came back pretty strong. Right now, we see Fox down a stock. That one was again a really close battle between these 2. I don't know. Fox could find himself picking up another win here. Gets that knockout to even things up. And again, right back to the one stock each evened up battle. 0% to begin for each of them. And they are keeping it close again. This is a good one. It may be a very important one, not only for, I mean, it could determine something depending on whether it be making the playoffs or staying in or getting out of the division, because these guys could be right on the cusp between, you know, rank 15 and 16. We'd have rank 9 to 15 moving divisions. Roy really quickly with that one, man. Handles Fox on that last stock unexpectedly. Tons of damage coming out. And then finishing blow, 343. Roy over Fox. Roy goes to 3-2. Pretty decent place to be. Fox at least has a win, but he's 1-4 now. Now we have what is the last of the bad matches, I guess you could say. Match number 6. Usually the worst of them, if you could call one bad. It's Pichu taking on Rosalina and Luma. Again, seeing if this last 0-4 to go for the blue here can pick up a win for herself. Falco and Ken both losing. Both remaining in that 0-4, now 0-5 spot. Can Rosalina get out of it? But so yeah, again, she's of course 0-4 then herself. Pichu is 2-2. Losing to begin things against Pacman. Then he came back to beat Fox. He came back to beat Ken. And then he lost to Cloud, the top of the division. And then he beat Fox. So not to replay, maybe. Rosalina, again, doesn't have a win at all. So, yeah. And she lost to Captain Falcon. A tough way to start, sure. Lucas, again, another tough one for her. Gets Pichu to begin things here. She's only at 69%. Super Mushroom on her. Luma gives Pichu another swift kick. Pichu just getting knocked around by these two right now. Back to normal size for them, finally. They must have got another one while they were big. For some. And her other two losses were to Pacman and to Cloud. Oh my, so Rosalina's basically played. And I do remember saying several times that she seems like, I mean, she's had some decent matches. So she had 4 matches against really strong opponents. That may not bode well for Pichu here, honestly. 88 and 95%. Rosalina may not at all be an 0-4. She may, for all we know, she might end up 16-4. That would be crazy, but it's possible. I was trying to see if there were any 1-4s from last season. We were talking about it in the last video when Green Set 5 was up. Seeing if there was any 1-4s that made it to the playoffs last season, and I couldn't find any, so it's possible. Oh, Luma goes down without Rosalina. She's on her own right now. She gets Pichu's second stock, though. Can she does Luma come back at some point? Okay, yeah, Luma does respawn without her having to fall off, unlike the Ice Climbers. I thought that may be the case. Is a 162. She's not going to go flawless on Pichu. Little Pichu here, is she? The worst thing about Pichu, of course, is that he is the lightest competitor. He's got some strong attacks, I suppose, but he's very light. A Super Mushroom could not knock Rosalina off, though. She's at 184%. He was so close to getting it. 19 only on him right now. He's still okay for maybe still not being defeated flawlessly. Now some damage stacking up on him, though. I didn't think this match being the quote-unquote worst, I did not think it would be this way. Actually makes it a much more interesting match. Rosalina definitely picking up her first win here. There's no way Pichu could possibly come back at this point. 79 on him. 91, 92, 93 off the map. Rosalina not even letting him land. Now a Super Mushroom on her. That should seal the victory and maybe just seal. No, still, even with Poison Mushroom on Pichu, doesn't get the knockout there. That was interesting. Another Super Mushroom for her, oh my. Pichu, flawless victory for Rosalina here. No! Pichu got the knockout while she was supersized and 200% though. And now no flawless for her, but yeah, still Rosalina with the win, at least. Poison Mushroom to, just to make things a little more difficult on herself. 139 on Pichu's last stock, though. Another Poison Mushroom on her, she's kind of just drawing this one out at this point. Pichu has literally no chance. That's way, way, way too much percent to deal with all 3 stock. He's trying, though. He's doing his best. Yep, grabbed, thrown, not quite far enough. There it is. There it is. Rosalina finally finishes that one. Beats Pichu. I don't exactly know what that, again, means for her. Pichu, though, at 2-2 wasn't the worst, so I don't know. Not bad. He now goes to 2-3. Rosalina and Luma 1-4. So just 2 winless left in the division now, Falco and Ken. We got Meta Knight up this time in our last 4 matches, the best 4. They are supposed to be, at least. Meta Knight has taken on Steve, and since it's bugging me, what is the name of this other guy? Alex, that's right. Enderman, Steve, there's Alex again, Steve and Alex, and Steve and Alex. But just main skins, so it's Steve. Minecraft Steve. 1-2. 2-2 Meta Knight. Yeah, I know, maybe it's not exactly the 4th best match. Lucas and Inkling was okay. Pacman and Palutena was okay. Kenan, yeah, that's the problem. We had so many that were like good record versus bad record. But with Steve defeating Falco, and I guess that's it, right? Yeah. And having a bye, 1-2, it's tough to tell really right now where he's going to be. Could end up being, I don't know, maybe he could get around 500. We could see, right now, Meta Knight is 500 at 2-2. Losing to Palutena, who also, again, seems could be interesting. Wow. Minecraft Steve, no way he's making it back to the map there. Just floating around underneath the stage. Whoops. Pretty easy first stock for Meta Knight there, 62% to begin this one, but Steve is doing what he can to come back now. Yeah, so I'm lose to Palutena and then beat Inkling and Rob, and then Meta Knight lost to Ganondorf. So again, tough one for him there. From the last division again, matchup, green division matchup. Ganondorf and Wario being the same record? No, they may have been a 1 win below the one that stayed from the green, yeah. Yeah, Mewtwo, who was 12-8, so he's definitely solidified that one for himself. Made these guys move out, but they still 11-9. Good competitors, solid competitors for the playoffs, which we will begin to discuss more. Well, at all. We'll discuss it a little bit more further and further as we go, starting in set 6. Kept it under wraps here for the beginning of this season, for the playoffs of set 0, just to give people a chance if they wanted to, not to be spoiled, to go back and watch the postseason of that. But we do always, of course, talk about the records from the regular season last season. But soon, yeah, we'll talk about what happened in the playoffs and in the finals. It was fun. It was crazy. It was interesting. Go check it out if you want. Check out the complete season 0 playlist, or just the finals, the 2 finals videos. I think it was just two videos we needed to get through all of them. Didn't take all that long. And there goes Steve's second stock. Meta Knight. That was actually a close one though between him and Meta Knight there. Both at a pretty decent percent. Meta Knight's at 102 on his second right now. Mini Mushroom. Oh no, Mini for Steve. He's back to normal, but Meta Knight just grabbed a Super Mushroom. See how much damage he can rack up. before he loses this second stock of his. Ooh, poison mushroom. And he's out of here. Only 9% on Steve's last. We are right back to even. Anyone's game. Steve may have given Meta Knight a little bit of a handicap, in fact, because of that first knockout flub failure of Steve's. Oh, but the big mushroom for Meta Knight seals his victory. Wow. Meta Knight is now 3-2. Crazy. Just like Snake, but this time Meta Knight just got to the point where he was last season. He had 3 wins. This season he's already at 3 wins. Incredible. Steve, unfortunately, he is gonna fall again now to 1-3. Now, we weren't sure about that one, but this one should be good here. Captain Falcon is taking on Rob, and that, my friends, is an old school blue division matchup. You ask, you may be wondering who won in that old school matchup. Well, I'll tell you. It was Captain Falcon, probably, to begin things. Find out for sure here for you in a second. Actually, I take it back. In set 8 last season, Rob beat Captain Falcon. So that's crazy. But actually, wow. Rob beat Captain Falcon both times. I do remember now talking about that. Talking about Captain Falcon needing, as he was slowly falling in the division, needing to remain ahead in record a little bit. Because if Rob caught him, he would definitely be falling below Rob. Due to that 2 wins Rob had over him. So that is very interesting. Rob here at 1-2, just like Steve. But again, we know he's gone 12-8 last season. He can definitely make up for a 1-2 start here, which he probably even may have had last season. He started with a bye this season. Last season he was the last bye. But after his bye, he beat Falco, and then he lost to Meta Knight and Banjo. And the first knockout goes to him on Captain Falcon. Here we go again, Captain Falcon, maybe thinking to himself. He's 3-1. He's starting off strong enough. Not as strong as his undefeated streak last season to begin. But still, 3-1 is good. And he beat Rosalina and Luma. He lost to Ness, so there was that. Another old school blue division matchup between number 1 and 2 there. Ness number 1, him number 2. So he was number 1 for quite a while. Oh man, coming down strong there. Gets Rob's first, but he's already at 76%. Wow. But after losing to Ness, Captain Falcon then defeated Palutena and Inkling. So I guess not the biggest wins so far for him. Rosalina, Palutena, and Inkling. Yeah. But still, has a slight shot here. He's poisoned. Back to normal. 102 to 55, Rob's favor. Not looking good. This would move Rob to 2-2 here. Captain Falcon actually with some strong hits gets the knockout first and takes the lead. And now huge damage coming down on Rob. Falcon with the super mushroom. Can he do it? Can't quite connect with that up A. 69% on Rob. Back to normal sizes. 120 on Captain Falcon's second. He's in a great position after that, 10 seconds of fighting. And another nice flurry of blows. 90% on Rob right now. Is Falcon going to finish things off? Yes, super mushroom for him. He might do it right here. 106 on Rob after that grab. And Captain Falcon 1 hit away from finishing this slight comeback here. Oh, he's going for all of it with the poison mushroom even. Can't quite get Rob on the side. Rob grabbing the super mushroom. Can't get the knockout. He needs something. There it is. 125 on Rob though. Too little, too late, perhaps. against a heavy hitter such as Captain Falcon, especially when you grab a poison mushroom. There it is. Falcon barely connects with that hit, but it does connect, and it does knock Rob out of the map, out of the stage, out of the world. 348 match time. Rob moves to 1-3. Not a good start. See if he can come back from that. Not as easy as coming back from 1-2. Captain Falcon, though, 4-1, looking pretty much as good as last season. Interesting, though, however, that his loss was to Ness, somebody from the blue last season. He's now up, but Cloud first. Yes, Cloud 4-0, up against the 2-2 Ness, who won the division last season. In the regular season, of course, going 15-5. But right now, he's 2-2, and Cloud is 4-0. So, yeah. Cloud defeated Lucas already. He defeated Pacman. He defeated Pichu. And he defeated Rosalina and Luma. He's had some tougher ones. He's had a couple easy ones, maybe. Ness, though, with a strong start here. Oh. And kind of just like Ike, you gotta watch that big old sword. Oh, man, but Ness is watching. Oh, Cloud can't make it back to the map. He hits the bottom. Ness with a huge lead to begin things here. Is Cloud gonna just go crazy now? Let's see. 61 on Ness, Super Mushroom on Cloud. He could, oh, nice block from Ness there. Doesn't block the next strike, though. Dodges that one. Is what you need to do when you gotta worry about the big sword Super Mushroom. He did well there, though. 84 on him right now, with 43 on Cloud second. Ness, a really great start, even though he's 2-2. Great start against the leader right now in the division this season. He's like, nah, I'm the leader in this division, Cloud. Let me show you. But can he finish it? PK4! Gotta love that. Gotta love it. Ness, though, he started off with a loss to Banjo and Kazooie, so that's not good because Banjo is also 4-0 right now. So Ness isn't quite going to even make it. Even if he would somehow make it up to the top there, he'd need Banjo to go below him because, again, everyone only has one matchup each here. And Cloud took a long time getting that first knockout on Ness. He's up to 115% and Poison Mushroom on his second stock. After Ness's first loss, though, that's when he defeated Captain Falcon afterward. Oh, Ness almost getting Cloud there, almost launching. The PK Thunder isn't going to be enough, but Fire doesn't do it either because that's all it is, just the Fire, nothing to follow. Does track down that Poison Mushroom for himself, Ness that is, and hopping all around Cloud's face like a little fairy guy. You can't. That is hilarious. He how do you even hit that? Ness mini-sized. It's just like bouncing all around you. Cloud is knocked out. Ness only had 21% on him. It's not looking good for the 4-0 Cloud. Ness also defeated Lucas, and then he lost to Pacman. So he's had a bunch of tough matchups actually, and won again also some of those. Not all of them though. And he has 5 basically hard matchups to begin the entire season here, including Cloud. Wow. That is an incredible break for Cloud. I can't believe it. Ness, too far off the map. Poison Mushroom, no way he can make it back. Misses the PK Thunder in the meantime anyway. Just falls to his doom and is right back to even. And Cloud has a Super Mushroom. Look out, Ness. This is the last thing you want. And he just charged his entire limit. Break. And Ness. Oh, that's it! Cloud didn't hit him again. That was it. That's all. What a comeback for Cloud. Just swiping at Ness until he can't make it back to the map. I can't believe it. Ness had that one locked down, and now he's 2-3. Cloud remains undefeated, 5-0. Oh boy. Unbelievable. And speaking of unbelievable, Cloud remains undefeated. We're going to have 2 undefeateds, that means, because this matchup is Banjo and Kazooie, the 4-0. and he is taking on the 3-0 Ganondorf. This has got to be a good one, I'm sure. Banjo also had some big matchups. He defeated Ness already. We talked about all of them already. Defeated Palutena, defeated Inkling, and he defeated Rob. Ganondorf took out Snake. He had a bye. Then he took down Falco. And he finally beat Meta Knight. That's a pretty good one for him, but and already knocking Banjo and Kazooie out before I could even get that all said. That was crazy. Can Banjo and Kazooie possibly come back from that? That's huge. Ganondorf is he just gonna annihilate everybody in this division or something? Because I feel like he just did this to Meta Knight, Meta Knight he's used to doing that, I suppose, but I don't know. It's crazy. Ganondorf's matchups weren't as tough, I would say, as Banjo's. But right now, it's, yeah, we're getting to see maybe the extent of Ganondorf's power in this division. Finally. Oh, man. Banjo, 124%, Ganondorf 104 with no stock lost yet on him. And he's got a Super Mushroom. Banjo, even with those hits, can't even come close to knocking him around. Needs a bit. That was a nice hit there, but not nearly far enough down off the map. Ganondorf, not an issue getting back. He has a % lead and a stock lead now. Not at all good for Banjo. Oh, blocks that up A attack, luckily for them. Doesn't grab the... There's the Super Mushroom for Banjo. Can he use it to start mounting a comeback? Or is this just going to be Ganondorf with another wipe? No. Banjo does get the stock there, but 135%. Another Super Mushroom for Banjo and Kazooie. Wait. Can they stack up some damage here on Ganondorf's second stock? Poison Mushroom. No. Banjo grabs that, and Ganondorf easily with a second knockout there. And now they got a lot of work to do still. Shouldn't say again, but still. 57 weight on Ganondorf, 62. Can they get a quick knockout here? If they can get it before making him get the whole way to 150%, then just maybe they can bring it back. Oh no, Ganondorf almost ended it there, it looked like. Big hits, though. I don't think Banjo can take the massive strikes of this huge Ganon, especially when he's supersized. Oh no, 87 on Banjo. This is it, folks. I don't think Ganondorf is going to allow him to survive much longer here. Poison Mushroom on Ganondorf, 98%. Banjo and Kazooie need some things to land. The eggs and the bombs, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it against someone like Ganondorf. You need more. You need a big strike. 106 to 119. Ganondorf still with an extra stock. It's not good at all for Banjo and Kazooie. It's looking like, yes, it's over. Banjo and Kazooie will fall to 4-1. Ganondorf moves up to 4-0. Only in second place right now because he had his bye already. Cloud ahead of him, 5-0. But what happens when Ganondorf fights Cloud? What a crazy match that was. Ganondorf, such a commanding victory. Very, very frightening. It should be for this entire blue division. All right, so after that, after 5 now, Cloud is the only 5-0. This division is actually very starting to spread itself out much quicker than the other two, at least so far we've seen. But we had Inkling defeating Lucas, Palutena defeating Pacman, Snake defeating Ken, Wario defeating Falco, Roy defeating Fox. We had Rosalina defeat Pikachu, Meta Knight defeat Steve, Captain Falcon defeat Rob, Cloud defeat Ness, and Ganondorf there at the end over Banjo, Kazooie, and Sora was on the bye. So right now, yeah, Cloud is 5-0 standings wise. Ganondorf, the only other undefeated at 4-0. Banjo, Snake, and Captain Falcon 4-1 now. Sora and Wario are both 3-1. Pacman, Meta Knight, and Roy are 3-2. Ness, Pichu, Inkling, Lucas and Palutena are 2 and 3, and many of these are in those orders because of who they beat, like their Inkling defeating Lucas and Palutena not defeating any of them, I think is what happened there. Then after those 2 and 3s, we got the 1 and 3 Rob and Steve, both losing today. And then we have 1 and 4 Fox and Rosalina, and the 0 and 5 Falco and Ken. So yes, very much spread out. At the biggest spot is the 2 and 3s where there's 5 of them. But other than that, we have a couple spots where there's 3 tied. Mostly it's 2 or by themselves, interestingly enough. Next set, we're going to see the last of our set 5s is the Yellow Division. We got Joker versus Robin, Pikachu versus Olimar, Samus versus Sephiroth, Duck Hunt versus Zero Suit Samus, Min Min against Pokemon Trainer, Daisy versus Game & Watch, Richter versus Mii Swordfighter, Ike versus Incineroar, Wii Fit Trainer up against Isabelle, and finally Ridley is taking on the Ice Climbers to end things, and Sonic is on a bye for them, who is an old Blue Division contender there. And for the Blue Division, these guys' next set, they're set 6. It was tough to decide how to put these matches, but we've got Roy at 3 and 2 taking on the 2 and 3 Pichu to start things off. We got Falco 0 and 5 taking on the 3 and 1 Sora, and then Steve the 1 and 3 taking on the 4 and 1 Banjo and Kazooie in our first 3. Next we've got Snake, who's 4 and 1 now, taking on the 1 and 4 Fox. Got Ness at 2 and 3 taking on the 1 and 4 Rosalina and Luma, and then the 1 and 3 Rob taking on the 2 and 3 Lucas. That one may not be really the worst matchup there. Actually, probably maybe the Snake and Fox match would be the worst. Maybe those would be swapped around. Who knows? But lastly, the last 4 good ones, the best we could find here. Inkling at 2 and 3 taking on the 3 and 2 Pacman could be pretty good. Then we got Palutena at 2 and 3. Oddly enough, might be a decent matchup there. I don't know how she'll do against Cloud at 5 and 0, but she has seemed like a strong opponent, so maybe she has a shot. Who knows? Then our last 2 are actually seem quite good. This is an old green matchup again here. Wario versus Meta Knight. That's the 3 and 1 versus 3 and 2, and then finally Ganondorf at 4 and 0 taking on Captain Falcon at 4 and 1. This new competitor from the green, Ganondorf, at the top of the division, basically taking on one of the old top of the division from this blue division again. After Ness and Cloud had it. Ness is trying to work his way back up. Captain Falcon is basically up there, but can he defeat these other guys that have just come to the division? Ganondorf being one of them. That's again 4 and 0 versus the 4 and 1 Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon could take good control of the division if he can win that one. Ken is on a bye at the bottom there, 0 and 5 Ken. So he's going to remain down there. In fact, if he'll instead of being at the very bottom, he would be second to last if Falco loses. Ken would go to second to last just for the time being until Falco has his bye, I suppose, at least, or wins or something. But anyway, that's all we got, guys. Tune in for the next one, and check out all the other stuff on the channel. Most of the other things we do, other than the Super Smash Bros. League, we do the Knockout League, which is the shorts, and then we also do a bunch of Pokemon stream stuff. We do trading card game streams on Tuesday, Thursday morning, and Friday evening, and then we do Pokemon video game streams on Wednesday and Saturday mornings. Check them out. Come hang out. The video game streams are nice and long, and we chill for a bit. The other ones, the trading card game streams, are a little shorter, more just checking out cards. But either way, hope you come hang out. If not, hope to catch you guys in the next video here. Guess who you think is going to win the next matches in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm Randy, Nerds Templar. Peace out.